You wake before sunrise, ankle deep in Nile mud, hauling limestone blocks that weigh more than you do. Your hands are already cracked. Your back will never fully heal. This is not slavery. Excavations at Giza uncovered bakeries, granaries, and medical facilities built to feed and treat a rotating labor force of roughly 20,000 seasonal workers. Farmers pulled in during the annual flood when their fields were underwater anyway. You are one of them. Is this punishment? Or is this simply how a nation survives its own river? You eat bread and beer twice a day, rationed by scribes who count every loaf, every single loaf. At the workers' village of Deir el-Medina, payment records were kept with an obsession bordering on paranoia because a hungry crew builds slower and complains louder. You do not know it yet, but the man tallying your rations has more real power over your daily life than the God King you're building this monument for. Power, it turns out, often hides in the ledger, not the throne. You work your way up. Now you carry a reed brush instead of a limestone block. You are a scribe, and less than 1% of ancient Egyptians could read or write, which makes you rarer and more dangerous than any soldier. Your job is not decoration. You track grain, labor quotas, tax debts, and legal disputes for an entire district. Miscount the harvest and a village starves. Overcount it, and a nobleman calls it theft. Do you feel the shift yet? The way information itself becomes a weapon? You are promoted again, this time to nomarch, a provincial governor answering only to the vizier, and above him, the throne. You now command thousands. You settle disputes, order canal repairs, and requisition labor for royal projects, the very projects you once broke your back building. There is a strange vertigo in giving the order you once received. Historians studying the collapse of Egypt's old kingdom point to exactly this layer, provincial governors accumulating so much regional power that the central throne slowly hollowed out from beneath. You are, without meaning to be, a threat. You become vizier, second only to the king. You oversee the treasury, the courts, the army's logistics, and the king's own schedule. You speak to the pharaoh daily. You also, increasingly, speak for him. Modern psychological research on power, most notably studies from UC Berkeley on what's been called the power paradox, finds that as people gain authority, they become less attentive to the perspectives of those beneath them. You feel it already. The workers who once shared your ration line have become numbers in a report, and then you become pharaoh, living god, chief priest, commander of all Egypt's armies, and sole owner of every field along the Nile. You are carried. You are worshipped. You are also, quite suddenly, alone. No one below you tells you the truth anymore, only what you want to hear, because disagreeing with a god carries consequences no courtier is willing to risk. Your every meal is tasted first. Your every word is recorded for eternity on temple walls, edited before it's even carved. Is this the top of the ladder, or the loneliest room in the kingdom? You commission your tomb before you've finished your first decade of rule, because death is the only appointment a pharaoh cannot delay. Tens of thousands of hours of labor, an entire economy of stonecutters and scribes and haulers, all in service